Hey, it's Randy. What I got in the work stand today is this frame that I got out of the free pile at this year's swap meet. And just judging by the whatever patina paint that's left over on the head tube, I can tell that the head badge was a JC Higgins. So I just want to do something really quickly with it. Probably just more of a cruiser bike. I don't think I'll do gears. And I just don't want to put a whole lot of time and effort into it. Well, anyway, let's see what we can come up with. Well, I've come up with two forks that I believe have the right steer tube length. So it's just a matter if I want a straight fork or the curved fork. Yeah, I don't think I like the look of the straight fork, so we'll go with the other one. I do think I'll try and get the fork to match the frame. And this is about the only paint I have that even comes close. As I'm sanding this, I'm noticing there's some of this paint underneath this darker color. I don't think that's looking any different than when I started. So I give up on trying to match that patina with that, whatever, that greenish color. And now I'm just going to try and match just the rust. And I don't have any paint to do that, so I'm going to try stain. The red oxide primer just wasn't dark enough to mimic the rust. I'm going to let that dry and then probably knock some of it off. So let me sort this out. It's like this nut's going on crooked or sitting in there crooked. I don't know. Let me sort this out. Oh, I think right here's our problem. This race doesn't go with this cup. It doesn't fit up in there. So probably best or easiest just to replace this cup. Next up is the saddle. Now, the big downside to this frame is it takes this really small diameter solid seat post. And it's not very long. I've already mounted a saddle to it. And it looks pretty goofy. I could cut it off and make it a straight seat post, but there's really not enough length there to do that. But that just looks stupid. Maybe I need to flip the guts up inside the saddle or spin this forward. Okay, I spun the seat post around and then I tucked the clamp up under the saddle. Still don't like it, but I think that's the best we're going to do as far as the looks of it. I'm just about to throw in the towel on this one. I'm just not getting too stoked on it. It's taking longer than I anticipated. I need to hurry and get moving along here. Let's do wheels and tires. Off camera, I put together a wheel and tire set. Someone in the comments recently mentioned two-speed kickback hubs, which I happen to have a couple of. This one's a Sturmey Archer, and I laced it into an aluminum rim many, many years ago. The tire is a Duro Rocky Wolf, 26 by 2.1. Pretty aggressive tread there. So I think we'll give this kickback a try just for kicks. It's been a while since I've ridden a two-speed kickback. So this is going to be a mismatched wheel set. The only other black rim I had is this one, and I think it's steel. It's got heavy-duty spokes, which are chrome. Those are black. That's all I've got. I do have the mate to this, but it's just a single-speed coaster brake. This was on a tandem I used to have many, many years ago. Okay, let's get a crank on there. So our crank and sprocket options. This is a Schwinn mag that I've painted black. These are probably off some BMX bikes here. Another Schwinn mag back there. Skip tooth, Sweetheart. Here's like a what I refer to as a Huffy mag. Really don't have a clue what size of sprocket we're going to need, but we're just going to go with what looks good. And here's the sprocket I'm going with. Take out a link. Yeah, I'm over here attaching the coaster brake arm, which I almost forgot about. As for pedals, I think we'll have to go with one of these two, these bear trap type pedals. I guess these. And I've come up with a couple of stem and handlebar combinations. I think I'll go with this setup. Oh. These are handlebars that I've modified. You can find a video on how I did that somewhere on the channel. And I think I'll paint this stem or just primer it. I gave this a really rough coat of primer. I did think I'm going to go ahead and put a front brake on here. Why not? I'll just use the one that was on this fork when I first cut it out. I think we'll just go with this lever, and it can be either long or short pull. And I think we'll use this as our cable housing. This is the handset cord housing off of a payphone. You've probably seen me use this before if you've been around a while. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get a cable put in there and get that adjusted, and then we'll be back and do the grips. Grips. Always wanted to use these. I think they look cool, but that odd shape, I don't know if that'd be very comfortable. With these like Coke bottle grips. These red grips. And I think I'm going to have to go with these. Because they match the tires. And they're grungy enough that the red doesn't stand out too much. Yeah. If you're not familiar with a 2-speed kickback, it's an internally geared hub, and you just basically pedal backwards like you're applying the coaster brake, and it switches between gears just every time you pedal back. And switches back and forth between the gears. You don't actually have to apply the brake. You can just, whatever, lightly pedal backwards and it'll shift. Okay, there we have it. I think it's all done and ready to ride. Now I'm just going to save that for another video though, so be watching for that. And we'll just end this video here. As always, thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next video.